Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Monday the 11th of April 2022. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon we bring you the 5 news items that happened today that you need to know about. Let's jump into it. Story number 1. As always, we'll start with the markets. The S&P ASX 200 finished today up just a touch to 7,485 points. The banks led the way with both Commonwealth Bank and National Australia Bank up around 1.4%. Fortescue fell nearly 3%, while Macquarie Group, Wesfarmers, Rio Tinto and Woodside all dropped back 1% or more. GrainCorp did well again, up 6.5%. It upgraded its outlook late last week, and analyst forecasts for the company have come in, and they've all improved, hence the share price climb. Fellow agribusiness Nufarm also benefited, jumping more than 3.5%. The A2 Milk Company was the worst performer today, down nearly 5%. It's back to its level of August 2017. Not much going right for that group. The 10-year government bond yield topped 3% this morning for the first time since June 2015. That's on the back of expectations of an interest rate rise in June. It could well go higher later in the week if labour force figures on Thursday show an unemployment rate of under 4%. Story number 2, day 1 of the election campaign kicked off, and it wasn't a great start for Labor leader Anthony Albanese. When asked, he didn't know the unemployment rate, it's 4%, or the official cash rate, it's 0.1%. Both are fairly basic economic figures. The government jumped on the gaff, and later in the day, Albanese owned up to the mistake, saying it was better that he took responsibility for his mistake. Fair enough, but not a great start for Albo. Story number 3. Investors can't seem to get enough of the lithium companies at the moment. Lithium, of course, is a key component in batteries, and its price is up 500% over the past year. Lake Resources share price jumped more than 10% today after it said it had done an offtake agreement with Ford Motor Company. Alchem, which was previously known as Aracobra, is up 500% in the last 18 months, and Macquarie analysts today released a note nominating Mineral Resources and Pilbara Minerals as their preferred lithium picks. Wow, those lithium miners are doing well. Story number 4 is a wrap of all the mergers and acquisitions going on today. The board of fertility business Virtus has backed an improved takeover offer from UK private equity group Capvest worth $8.15 per share, adjusted for dividend payments. Independence Group lifted its bid for gold and nickel miner Western Areas by 15%. Western Areas board has, not surprisingly, recommended shareholders accept the improved bid. I dare say that one will get done. And steel giant BlueScope is buying New York Stock Exchange listed Cornerstone Building Brands coil coatings business for $670 million. And finally, story number 5, Chinese property developer Zenro has defaulted for the first time, unable to make a bond interest payment. It comes several months after property giant Evergrande failed to make interest payments on international bonds. Zenro blamed the lockdown in Shanghai that helped trigger a big fall in Chinese and Hong Kong stock markets today. Adding to the gloom is record new COVID cases in Shanghai. So far, President Xi Jinping has been determined to follow a zero COVID policy, but it's just hard to see how he can do that without harming the economy big time. And of course, that affects Australia. That's it for the afternoon report for Monday, the 11th of April, 2022. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Twitter and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the Tuesday Fast 5 by Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.